Most bad financial decisions don't happen because people are irresponsible. They happen because people are human. Tired, emotional, distracted, overwhelmed, optimistic at the wrong moments, and fearful at the wrong ones. If bad financial decisions required stupidity, very few people would make them, but they don't. They require exposure, timing, and a system that allows mistakes to happen easily. This is the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't lose money because they choose badly. They lose money because their environment makes bad decisions easy and good decisions hard. If you want to improve your finances, the goal is not to become smarter. The goal is to make bad financial decisions almost impossible. Before we continue, take a second to like this video and subscribe. This channel is about building systems that protect you from yourself, not about pretending you'll always be rational. Let's start with something important. Humans are terrible at making long-term decisions in short-term environments. When temptation is visible, convenience is high, and consequences are delayed, the brain defaults to immediate comfort. This is not a flaw, it's biology. Your brain evolved to prioritize survival and relief, not compound interest and long-term planning. Most financial advice ignores this reality. It assumes you'll pause, reflect, calculate, and choose wisely every time. But real life doesn't offer that space. Decisions happen quickly, stress is present, emotions are loud, and in those moments, logic rarely wins. That's why relying on discipline is one of the biggest financial mistakes people make. Discipline works when energy is high and pressure is low. But financial decisions often happen when energy is low and pressure is high. In those conditions, discipline collapses. Smart people don't rely on discipline, they rely on design. To make bad financial decisions almost impossible, you need to redesign your financial environment so that mistakes require effort, while good behavior happens by default. The first step is removing access at the wrong moments. Most bad decisions happen because money is too accessible. One account, one card, instant transfers, instant purchases. Speed feels convenient, but speed is dangerous. When money moves instantly, decisions become impulsive. Slowing down access doesn't make you less free. It makes you safer. When savings and future money are one click away, you're constantly tempted to borrow from tomorrow to satisfy today. That temptation disappears when access is intentionally limited. Not eliminated, but slowed. Friction is protection. The second step is separating money by purpose. When all money lives together, every expense feels justified. Your brain can always find a reason. But when money is separated, excuses stop working. Spending money has rules. Protection money has rules. Future money has rules. When rules are visible, behavior improves automatically. This is why people who separate their finances often say they feel more in control, even if nothing else changes. Control doesn't come from watching money. It comes from boundaries. Another powerful technique is pre-commitment. Pre-commitment means deciding in advance what you will do when emotions are not present. It's choosing rules while calm so you don't have to negotiate later. Most bad decisions happen because decisions are made in the moment. Pre-commitment removes the moment. For example, if saving and investing happen automatically, there is no opportunity to decide not to. If spending limits are defined, there is no internal debate. If bills are automated, there is no risk of forgetting or delaying. The system decides once, so you don't have to decide repeatedly. Another reason bad decisions happen is mental overload. When people are overwhelmed, they simplify. They avoid. They delay. They choose convenience. A good system reduces mental load by answering questions in advance. How much can I spend? Already answered. Am I saving enough? Already handled. Can I afford this? The system tells you. This removes anxiety and mistakes at the same time. Bad financial decisions are also driven by emotion. Stress, excitement, boredom, fear, comparison. Emotions are not enemies, but they are terrible advisors. The goal is not to eliminate emotion. The goal is to prevent emotion from having authority. A well-designed system treats emotions like weather. They pass through, but they don't control the structure. This is why separating money is so powerful. When emotional spending happens, damage is contained. You might overspend in one area, but you don't destroy your future. The system absorbs the shock. Another overlooked cause of bad decisions is visibility. When money is always visible, people feel richer than they are. Visibility inflates confidence. Confidence leads to risk. Risk leads to regret. Reducing visibility of savings and future money creates a psychological distance. That distance protects you. You don't feel deprived, you feel normal. Smart investors and financially stable people don't constantly look at their money. They design it, then live their lives. Another important aspect is rules over goals. Goals are emotional. Rules are structural. Goals say, I want to save more. Rules say, X happens every time money comes in. Goals motivate temporarily. Rules execute permanently. If your finances depend on motivation, they are fragile. If they depend on rules, they are resilient. One of the most effective rules is removing choice at critical moments. Choice feels empowering, but too much choice creates errors. When choice is removed, behavior stabilizes. For example, if your savings happen before spending, there is no choice to skip it. If investing happens on a schedule, there is no timing decision. If your spending account has limits, there is no debate. This doesn't remove freedom, it removes chaos. Another reason people make bad decisions is that consequences are delayed. Spending feels good now. The pain comes later. A good system brings consequences closer by creating immediate feedback. When spending money reduces a visible balance, awareness increases. When future money is protected, regret decreases. Feedback improves behavior without effort. Bad decisions also thrive in complexity. Complex systems create loopholes. Loopholes invite rationalization. Rationalization leads to mistakes. Simple systems close loopholes. That's why the best financial systems look boring. Few accounts, few rules, few decisions. Boring is safe. This system doesn't make you perfect. It makes mistakes smaller, rarer, and easier to recover from. And that's the real goal. Financial success is not about never making mistakes. It's about making mistakes that don't matter. When bad decisions become difficult to make, progress becomes inevitable. Over time, something interesting happens. You stop fighting yourself. You stop feeling guilty. You stop feeling behind. You trust your system, and trust reduces stress. This is how people quietly build stability, not through intelligence, but through environment design. If you're watching this and thinking, I know better but still mess up, that's not a personal failure. It's a design failure. And design can be fixed. You don't need more knowledge. You need fewer opportunities to fail. When bad financial decisions are almost impossible, good decisions don't feel heroic. They feel normal. And normal is what creates long-term results. Now I want you to reflect. Which bad financial decision do you keep repeating? Overspending, skipping savings, emotional investing? Leave a comment below. Awareness is the first step toward making that decision harder to repeat. If this video helped you rethink money, like it, subscribe to Money Tips, and watch the next video. It builds directly on this idea and shows how to design a system that protects you automatically.